Imagine a time before the wheel, before writing, before pottery, before farming. History books tell us that 12,000 years ago, humans were simple hunter-gatherers. We are told they lived in small tribes, surviving day to day, incapable of building anything complex. But in 1994, a German archaeologist named Klaus Schmidt climbed a hill in Turkey and found something impossible. Buried under the sand was not a hut. It was a massive, complex temple made of stone. This is Göbekli Tepe, the world's oldest temple. It is 7,000 years older than Stonehenge and 6,000 years older than the pyramids of Giza. To put that in perspective, we are closer in time to the building of the pyramids than the pyramids are to Göbekli Tepe. This discovery broke archaeology. It shouldn't exist. It's like finding a Boeing 747 in the basement of a pyramid. How did primitive cavemen cut, move, and carve 50-ton stone pillars with flint tools? Let's look at the engineering. The site consists of over 200 pillars arranged in 20 circles. Some of these pillars weigh up to 20 tons. That is the weight of 10 SUVs. They had no wheels, no beasts of burden, no metal tools, just stone on stone. Experts say moving these stones would require a workforce of at least 500 men. But here is the problem. Hunter-gatherers live in groups of 20 or 30. How did they organize 500 people? And how did they feed them? You can't feed an army by hunting gazelles. You need farming. This suggests that religion came before civilization. They invented farming just to build this temple. DNA analysis of modern wheat confirms this. All domesticated wheat originates from right here. But the stones aren't just big. They are works of art. These are high-relief carvings, meaning they carved away the whole rock to leave the animal sticking out. One mistake, and the whole pillar is ruined. This requires master stonemasons, not cavemen. Look at the hands. The pillars have arms and hands carved on the sides. They represent people, or giants. The T shape is a stylized human head, faceless gods watching over the site. But the strangest carving is found on Pillar 43, the Vulture stone. This stone isn't just art. It is a message, a warning from the past. Researchers believe the symbols correspond to star constellations. The vulture represents the constellation Cygnus. The scorpion represents Scorpio. And the circle in the middle, it represents the sun, but not just any sun. Using computer software, scientists wound back the sky to 10,950 BC. The stars align perfectly with the stone's carvings on a specific date. This date marks the beginning of the Younger Dryas, a sudden, catastrophic ice age. For years, scientists didn't know what caused this freeze, but Göbekli Tepe holds the answer. It was a comet. Fragments of a massive comet slammed into Earth. The impact wiped out the megafauna mammoths, saber-toothed tigers, and maybe a lost civilization. Is Göbekli Tepe a memorial, a monument to the day the world ended? Graham Hancock calls it a time capsule, a message sent to the future, to us, warning us that the comet stream is still out there, and it might return. But the mystery gets deeper. Look at the top of Pillar 43 again. You see these handbags? Now look at this carving from ancient Sumerian, and this one from the Olmecs in Mexico, and the Maoris in New Zealand. Cultures separated by thousands of miles and thousands of years, carving the exact same symbol. Is it a coincidence? Or did they all inherit knowledge from the same mother culture? Maybe the survivors of the comet didn't die. Maybe they traveled the world, restarting civilization. Another strange link is the Watchers. The statues at Göbekli Tepe look strangely alien. They have no mouths, as if they are forbidden to speak or communicate telepathically. Some indigenous elders say Göbekli Tepe was built by the sky people who taught them agriculture. Are these just myths, or memories of a time when humans interacted with something else? But the biggest mystery of all isn't how it was built, it is how it ended. Around 8000 BC, The people did something insane. They buried it. They didn't just abandon it. They carefully covered every inch of it with tons of soil. Why? Why spend decades building a masterpiece only to hide it? Were they protecting it, hiding it from an enemy? Or were they protecting us from it? Was the temple cursed? Because of this burial, the pillars are perfectly preserved. They wanted us to find it. It's like a time capsule set to open exactly when we had the technology to understand it. Today, less than 5% of the site has been excavated. Who knows what lies deeper? There could be a library, a hall of records, the truth about our origins. But excavation is slow, and politics often get in the way. Some researchers claim there is a cover-up, that mainstream archaeology refuses to dig deeper. Because if they find proof of an advanced civilization, history books will have to be rewritten. We are a species with amnesia. We have forgotten who we are. Göbekli Tepe is the wake-up call. It proves we are survivors of a great cataclysm. We were not simple ape men. We were builders, astronomers, and artists. The pillars are still standing. The animals are still watching, waiting for us to listen. The past is not what we were told. It is far more mysterious. What do you think? Was it built by hunter-gatherers? Or the survivors of Atlantis? Subscribe to the Enigma Archives.